Hello everybody. I actually lost the audio of this file somehow, someway. I have no idea how. You will of course see that this audio has nothing to do with the lip. So it doesn't sync with the lips at all because it's being recorded at a completely different time. I am deeply apologetic for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys, or do the best I can to kind of narrate and commentate what is going on screen. And I just hope this doesn't happen again. You will see here that we have our team of our Glalie, the Blade, Gengar, Rhyperior, and Polion and Charizard. Sorry, I just kind of spaced there. It does look, I don't remember, it was about a week, maybe two ago that I recorded this. So I don't exactly remember what I was thinking at this exact time. I am very sorry for that. Looks like I'm going for the Aggron. Yeah, am I? No idea. But once I know, you'll know. Or once you guys know, I'll know about. I'm sorry, I'm not too good at commentating stuff when I'm quite frankly not in the moment, and I have to just guess what I was thinking. Because half the time I don't even know what I'm thinking. I think I'm just looking at our attacks right now, just kind of trying to decide what to do with it. But we are going to be taking on the kingdom of Dragnor, as I believe the cursor will be going over to very soon. There's that beautiful music right there. I'm glad I remembered to put it on. Actually, I remember I did put it on. And there's the kingdom of Dragnor, and our final kingdom. So we're just gonna go ahead and take that on with quite a few. Well, with all dragon types, with the exception of Simisear. And I remember I was really worried about the Zekrom at this point because it is a Zekrom after all, and with 530, I believe that is 530 power. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the screen completely. But either way, Rhyperior is the only thing more powerful than that, and it also is ground type, which is great, assuming it's an electric attacker. So from this point on, what I'm going to really do is, and what I really want to do, because I don't know what it is I did, not step by step at least, I definitely don't have it memorized, is I will just be speaking at points where I feel it's important to narrate. Obviously all of it is important to narrate, but I'm just going to commentate the points where I think are crucial, the points that are crucial, in my opinion. Here you'll see that I didn't quite know how those pylons worked, and Charizard gets very badly punished for my lack of intelligence as to what those did and how they worked. Almost takes him out. It does over half damage. I almost did the exact same thing with the Blade. I mean, yeah, the Blade. But luckily I didn't. Now I think I got it, but I'm pretty sure I slipped up once or twice more. So let's see if I'm right about that. No idea what I'm thinking right now. Oh, I wanted to heal up the pokes first. That's probably good because I did wound that Charizard severely. So I do, for the most part, make up for my mistake with the Charizard by doing that. I almost make the same mistake with that blue pylon as I did with Charizard. I'm guessing that's the ice pylon, and I don't really want to take that hit, even if it would be neutral. If it is ice, I don't even know. It might be water. And if it was, then we would have been fainted very easily. Could be electric, I don't even know. I know my strategy going into this battle was to try to keep them as close as possible to one another. Just try to keep them grouped up so that my long-range attackers, the ones with three blocks in front of them range, like Empoleon, Charizard, and Glalie, could really wreck shop. I know that was my overall strategy, but I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I know it worked pretty well, but that's just kind of what I know I was thinking at this point. Again, let's put the Empoleon on the electric node by mistake. I'm probably going to switch between pylon and node. I know in the recording I said node a lot, but honestly it's a pylon as well. Go ahead and increase our range. And just like that, we take out 2 of the 6 Pokemon. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. We will hit the Gabite and do well. We would have done a good amount of damage had we not missed. That is not good. Puts Empoleon into the pylon, which is electric, I'm pretty sure. Does a humongous amount of damage, as well as gets us paralyzed, which is not what we need. Not at all. Luckily, Zekrom doesn't do anything this time. Dragon Claw, we will take it pretty well. And we do get Torrent, so our next Hydro Pump will, of course, be very powerful, assuming we get it off. That'll do a pretty good chunk, and I believe that my strategy after this, I may be wrong, is to use Glalie for the 4 times effective hit, but we do take a fire hit. Not very great with the steel typing, but it does land neutral, and we're not going to get burned off of it. Empoleon will of course only take 8 due to the resistance, but we get very close to fainted by doing that. I don't think I'm willing to take that risk. Had it not been fire damage, I probably would have. So we're just going to go ahead and try to flank them with Gengar up here, if I remember correctly. That's 4 times effective and super effective. So we're going to go ahead and take those 2 out, leaving them with 2 Pokemon left. His Dragonair and his Zekrom. So far our Empoleon hasn't seen like any action. I would like to change that up. Charizard's going with Gengar to flank around up here. Sadly, Empoleon is fainted, longest standing member of our team at the point, I believe, and that is very, very unfortunate. I didn't realize this. I don't believe I realized this when I was first playing, but that Dragonair took some damage as well from that Simisage. I mean. We're going to go ahead and push the attack, take out the Simisage, and do a reasonable amount of damage to the Dragonair. Leave it on 44, and honestly we can pick up the damage on 44 very easy. That will do 46 damage. It actually does 42 at low roll. We do get nice 470 gold though. I was just testing to see if I could go through the node. You cannot go through the node. At this point, I do believe that I was thinking those flashing grayish white ones were steel. They may be, but they might also be healing. Either way, I didn't take the risk on it. Gengar will of course hit Zekrom with a Shadow Ball, which will do an okay chunk of damage at 33. So we're going to go ahead and see if that is or is not, but as we're at full HP, I don't believe we'll really be able to see if it's healing. We'll only know if it's steel. And as it didn't do any damage to us, we're going to say that it was a healing node. Right here, I think I'm kind of liking our chances against the Zekrom. I know I'm going to take a grass node hit, but I really don't even care due to the steel typing. But we missed on the Dark Pulse, I believe it was. We take all 13 damage. I'm happy to take that. We're going to attack with Charizard first. The alternative would be to blast Glalie, and that just doesn't make any kind of sense. And we're going to go ahead and move Glalie in to do a little more damage. It does surprise me as a Dragon type, it only takes a little under 60 from the Ice Beam. I would expect for it to take more than that. It actually takes 58. Dude, Rockcracker was still healing for one turn, but we're going to go ahead and push forward for the next turn if it lasts that long, which I do believe it does. Get another 470 gold anyway. I would say the end is near for that Zekrom as we're all around it, and he actually ends up missing the attack, which I'm very happy about. Just for the sheer fact that Gengar is not bulky, it's very much a glass cannon. We're getting down to 50, and 50 should not be a hard threshold to break. In fact, that will do 70, just under 70 damage. If we do get a high roll at 74, it doesn't matter, we just needed to hit 50, so it was overkill either way. And we do take out Dragnor, and now we own Castle Dragnor. But of course this game does tend to fake you out on the ending a bit, as we were about to see. That confused me. Like, where'd they go off to? There's nowhere for them to escape to. No, the earth, it shakes. Now if I could direct your attention to the small screen right above my face here. What an awkwardly shaped region. I just realized that I'm wearing a very similar shirt today as I was in the recording of this episode. That one's green, this one I'm wearing is like a pale brown. Yes, let us enter Infinite Tower. What an ominous name. But first we do have to march our Empoleon to the Cemetery Kingdom. As this was a Nuzlocke, we are not about to put him anywhere else. The fact that we put him in there, I mean, he's out of play. I guess that's ultimately what matters. I thought I put him back in Cemetery Kingdom, but had our Cemetery Kingdom's been full, I mean, that's cool. I mean, he's out of play, like I said, that's the important part. We're gonna go ahead and grab him, but we're not gonna get him for his Scorpio, or Scorpio? I don't even remember what the thing is called, to be completely frank. But we are going to get it for the Alakazam, which we left on him last time we used him. Now we have Gengar and Alakazam, the Nemesises, or the Nemesis from the first generation. They cancel each other out. Psychic beats Poison, but it's weak to Ghost, and Ghost beats Psychic. So they're both about the same speed, about the same attack, about the same defense. They're very much, in so many ways, enemies of one another, arch enemies, if you would. And then Hypno's kind of just sitting there hanging out and stealing kids. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to go after the Arceus and try to grab Arceus. Not much really to say about this section of the video, so I'm just going to go ahead and stay quiet for a second. However, I am going to say we have a chosen one type thing here. I swear JRPGs have one of 5 endings in every JRPG, and this is one of them. You are the chosen one. Little Shogun anime right there. As well. And there they are again. Oh no, such a surprise. They had to go somewhere, didn't they? Anyway, here's all the warlords that we really should have had access to before the end of this. But we didn't. And now he has a Reshiram. Why am I saying Reshiram? Now he has a Rayquaza, which we really don't like too much. And I don't know why I have such an issue thinking of that. It is quite timely though for me to finish this episode and upload it a little under a month since the shiny Rayquaza event on Horse. Excuse me. We're gonna go ahead and push up with Alexam. We of course get to play with Arceus, so that makes me feel like an amazing person. First time we get to use a legendary. In fact, only time in the main storyline you get a legendary to use. We of course do push forward with our Justified. We realize that I'm quite a little out of range. Move up one more step because it was kind of irrelevant that we were out of range. We decide, I guess, against that. Again, half the time I know what I'm thinking. I definitely know what I was thinking a week ago. Oh, we're going to go ahead and use Warrior Ability to get a little more distance. Alright then. Get right up in the Rayquaza's face as well as Lapras. Still not good enough for us, it would appear. That will hit the Infinite, luckily. And honestly, as it's an Infinite, that will almost take it out. I would have thought it would have taken it out, but you know, it is a Shogun in a final fight, I guess, Pokemon, so it would make sense. I don't know why I thought. I've had Rocket for so long and you think I would know the range right now, but apparently I didn't. Apparently I'm playing it very cautiously for some reason best known to my week or so ago self. Again, don't know what I was thinking with... Never mind. So after that very indecisive move, we do of course allow the other side to move. I was not too happy about this. Luckily we take 55 damage, it wasn't too bad. Infinite does a good bit of damage to Bisharp. Reasonable to Alakazam and not really anything to Rhyperior. Like we do gain most of all the HP we lost that turn. Of course, I have a good idea to hit those two first. Not being sarcastic at all, I think it was actually a pretty solid idea. Using Bisharp to do that. You need to readjust this a little bit. That will do it, and that will also take him out. And as it is a psychic attack, Bisharp takes no damage. Go ahead and you see that that almost takes out Lucario. With the flamethrower due to the steel typing. Would be perfect to get a burn, but I do not believe I end up doing that. We are going to use the Shadow Ball to finish it off though. So I would think. We're just doing it from a different angle. Never mind. We're going to actually finish off with Justified. Doesn't really matter to me. It goes down the same way. Move up one square just so we can get the aggron in this attack as well. Not a bad turn at all. We did manage to feint 3 of their Pokemon. We feint half their force in one turn, and that's a good day's work to me. Again, for some reason don't realize the range of Rock Wrecker as much as you think I would. But he definitely knows where his Rayquaza can reach. Right outside the effective, or right on the high end of the effective range of that. Ice Beam wasn't very nice, but luckily that was normal type, so he can go ahead and do that all he likes. Puts us in a very good situation for Justified. Just get ourselves in the center there. We recoup most of the damage we take. In fact, I think we're back what we were last turn, beginning of last turn. Go ahead and do this just for a little bit of chip damage. We end up getting a critical hit on the aggro, which is always nice. No idea again what I'm thinking with the Rock Wrecker. Either way, that will hit the Rayquaza. Unless it misses. No, it always hits it unless it misses. Just like any other move. I think that was an ultimately not a very good move, as I could have went on the back end and hit all through. So I was going to hit Bisharp, I was going to hit Charizard, so I don't know what it is I was thinking here. Oh, now I notice I can do that. Need to back up one slot, there we go. So I got there in the end. Hit all 3 of them, not bad. That'll hit the Lapis, of course. It only does 41 damage, predicted at least. And it does do just that, 41 damage. Go ahead and risk the Alakazam to get a further 31 damage on the Rayquaza. At least that's what it's looking like to me. It would appear not. We are, however, going to go ahead and get the Rayquaza for 31 damage, and we didn't have to hit our own poke, so that's always a plus. Sadly, we do lose our Alakazam to that Rayquaza, as we are, as I said, very frail. Pushes us back 1, I really don't too much care about that. If we recoup and actually end up with 1 HP higher than what we started with on last turn. We're gonna go ahead and go with our little lighter guns first, it looks like to me. We're going to go ahead and heal our Pokemon up. Very smart decision. In fact, it does bring Isis, I believe, back to 4 HP. I could be mistaken. That critical hit was very appreciated. Or appreciated, not appreciated. I don't even know what I was going to say. Either way, it was appreciated. That hits the Lapras for 32. Am I risking that 32? I am risking the 32. I guess I find it worthwhile in this circumstance. Gonna go ahead and move over here, and I still have injured Rock Wrecker because I apparently have really bad memory. But that will put us in range at 1 HP for the Rayquaza if it lands. It actually ends up fainting the Rayquaza right here for the win right there. And go ahead and do a little bit of damage to Aggron, which will bring it down 35 points. What's that going to be? It's going to be 23 points left if it hits exactly like that. Hits the low roll at 25. For the 13 Shadow Ball. It's the Aggron Lapras' turn. I'm not even gonna say it's the opponent's team because the odds here are like what 5 to 2. So it's literally 2.5 to 1. It's gonna go ahead and do some damage, but it's fine. We only, I mean, at this type of HP, we don't really need our ICs to do much of anything. I'm not saying it won't, but we just don't need it to. But that being said, we do of course go after the Lapras to soften it up a little bit. That's a health of 54 damage. Ends up being like 48, I believe I saw it just there. We'll be able to take out the Aggron here with 5 points to spare if it hits the expected number. It's only with 3 points to spare, but you know what, fainted is fainted. And now Lapras gets the entire, all of our focus on it. Poor thing. We are 1 block out of range. Do not know what it was I was thinking. Still don't know what I was thinking. But I mean, I guess Bisharp at least got to stretch his legs out a little more before this, at the end of this. Lapras can be taken out by any of our Pokemon at this point. This is all but a guaranteed win for us. Ice Beam actually isn't too bad at only 37 damage. Gonna go ahead and go HP all the way back up, and now we just need to finish the battle. In fact, I believe for poetic reasons I do use the ICs to finish the battle. Or do I just knocked something off my lap. No idea what it was. It sounded light though. I know it wasn't my phone, so. But we actually do finish off with Gengar. I mean, I'm not complaining. Gengar's a nice Pokemon. I am a first-gen fan, so Charizard or Gengar would just fine with me. Either way, that is the final battle of the game. I believe now we just have to go through a little bit of a cinematic as to why he did it, which, by the way, is a very cliche reason. And then we just go on ahead and watch the credit scene. And I'll just give you guys a little bit of a notice then. I know I did notice in the credits before as well, but this time you'll actually be able to hear him unless you can lip read, in which case I'm sure my commentary in the moment was much better than the commentary I've provided just now. So I do encourage you to know how to lip read. And everyone lived happily ever after, something like that. Not 100% sure. It's going to be something along those lines, I'm sure. No. I would like to thank all of you guys very much for watching my video and my Nuzlocke. I know that it wasn't too popular, but there are a few of you guys who stood by it, and I really do appreciate that. So please do stay tuned. I mean, honestly, it will probably be up about the time you finish this video, because I'm going to upload half an hour after I upload this video. So yeah, go ahead and check out my new Pokemon Nuzlocke. That will be Pokemon Platinum. The Pokemon Platinum randomized Nuzlocke. I do hope you really enjoy it. I've been planning on doing it for quite some time. I do apologize for the delay both in this video, the conclusion of our Pokemon Conquest Nuzlocke, but also I just apologize for the delay in the other Pokemon Nuzlocke, which now you all know is Platinum. That was just a computer issue, but now I have a new computer. I do not foresee that issue, and I do hope to outdo myself in this Nuzlocke, and I do feel I'm going to be able to. I do wish to outdo my Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke, and I do feel I'll be able to do that. But if you guys haven't watched that, please do go ahead and feel free to watch that. It is on my channel, and I will leave a link in the description to the playlist. I hope you all did enjoy this video, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for coming.